2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Week 2 action, Part 1 of a doubleheader that we will be having this week as we see the Niners and the Eagles, who have already kicked off, and we will be joining them right here at the end of this first quarter. I'm going to let the quarter run out as they have 15 seconds left before we jump into the action. And then after that, later on tomorrow, we will get the Panthers and the Saints as we are now into second quarter action. Really no time to get the second man in here, but hey, AJ, Mr. Wizard, is in the booth with me. Say hi, my man, as Miles Sanders will get it for about 4, and that'll be a first down.
Gotta make sure we're lined up. Is Flacco like coming out in the formation right now?
Not yet. They're still picking their play, and now Flacco comes out of the huddle.
You're behind me.
Yeah, I'm almost always behind. Flacco in the gun. Sanders offset to the left.
Flacco hands it off to Sanders for the 1-yard gain.
I think the second you said Flacco hands it off to Sanders was right as the ball got snapped. So 15 seconds left here on the play clock. As Flacco in the gun. Sanders offset to the right, drops back to pass. He's got a tight end over the middle. He's going to go to the running back anyway, and he's got the end zone for a touchdown.
Miles Sanders.
I had a double option there.
I think we're in store for a pretty good game here, Brian.
Oh yeah, 7-7 at the end of the first. Definitely going to be a good one. As Elliott's going to kick this, and Trey Lance is going to go on offense. This is going to be the first time we're going to actually see Trey Lance from the booth. He did play last week in a game we did not cast. However, they played well. Yeah. I believe they won 42-14. It got off to a pretty easy start, 28-0. Then all of a sudden in the third, it looked somewhat like a game. Lions scored 14 unanswered in 5 minutes and then just stalled out again. A lot of that was due to some big plays, though.
As Trey Lance off the bootleg hits George Kittle over the middle for a first down.
Yep.
Gain of 14.
As soon as you said Trey Lance off of the bootleg was right as he was still in his play fake.
Damn, you're hella behind me.
Yeah, it kind of skipped forward on me as well. Damn, it doesn't even say that I'm live right now. Come on. All right, Trey Lance, 3 tight ends on the field, I believe.
Snaps the ball and hands it off to Mostert. Mostert tries to cut it back, but just gets tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Yeah,
and we have a big man down on the field.
I believe that's their center, Mack.
Alex Mack, free agent acquisition from the Falcons.
That's a big yikes, but yeah, it looked like Mostert tried to cut that back, should have just taken his gap, gotten his yards, instead tried to cut it back and make a big play out of it, and offensive line just wasn't blocking for it as Lance drops back here, dumps it off to Kittle, who makes a man miss. He's in the open field, got one man to beat. He could go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
Man, the myth, the legend, George Kittle.
With a weird touchdown dance. Little bunny rabbit there. Having some fun with it as they're going to go up 14-7 on just a 3-play drive. And
we have good news here reported from the sideline that center Alex Mack just appears to have a calf strain and should be back in later in the game.
Yeah, just got some cramps. Get that man some pickle juice. So 14-7, and now Flacco going to have to take over. And For Philly, I think that's their biggest problem, as this return will get out just past the 20. But I think that's their biggest problem is Joe Flacco. Not that Joe Flacco's a bad quarterback, it's just that he's a very inconsistent quarterback.
Yeah, but let's be frank, this team is full of inconsistent quarterbacks.
This is true. Jalen Hurts, a lot of people came in thinking that Hurts was going to be the starter. He's not. And then on top of that, you trade for Gardner Minshew, and he's still sitting on the bench. I believe he might be the second string, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know that this Philly team wanted to trade Jalen Hurts. They weren't allowed to. I know the user prefers much more of a pocket passing quarterback than he does a mobile guy. This is one of the main reasons that he doesn't like Jalen Hurts. But still, I just don't like Joe Flacco as a quarterback, and he really almost lost them that last game. If it wasn't for some good defensive play there at the very end, they would have lost to Atlanta. Because they had 6 points within 3 and almost 3.5 quarters. And they get the pick 6. They have a couple big plays from Goddard as Flacco drops 20 yards back and drops a pretty good ball down into Brown.
Yeah, he got it right over the line. I think it was the linebacker. I think it was the other linebacker's head. Is that a DB?
I couldn't tell if that was a linebacker or a DB. But
either way, good ball from Flacco as they move the chains.
Yeah, and one name that I'm still yet to have called is Devontae Smith. Brown and a couple other guys have gotten the ball, but nothing for Smith. As speaking of, there's Brown again, and he's going to get first down yardage as Flacco starts this game out 6 for 6. Much better start than whenever he started out 3 for 10 last week, overthrowing just about everything.
Just the, now, knock on wood, but the epitome of inconsistent.
Yeah. So while we have a couple seconds of downtime, we'll actually get back to that here in a second as Flacco comes out in the gun. I'm not sure who number 14 running back is. I think that was Gainwell sitting in the backfield. You're going to drop back. He's got Smitty. He's not going to throw it to Smitty. He's going to throw it to Goddard. Goddard's going to shrug a guy off and get just shy of the red zone to the 22. Looked like Smitty had won off the ball. I was thinking he was going that way all day long. Instead, hits Dallas Goedert, and it's a pretty good yardage. But as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, a few games going on before this. I know that Houston played Cleveland last night, and the Browns were able to come away with a 3-point victory. Came right down to the wire, but hit a field goal. I believe it was like a 37-yard field goal to walk off with a win, as no gain there on the run up the middle. A few other early games. The Chargers win in a blowout against the Cowboys, who were without Dak Prescott. The Seahawks beat the Titans in blowout fashion. I believe the Seahawks have still yet to give up more than 10 points in a game. And then, bit of a surprise for a few people, as we will get to that later on, as incomplete pass was intended for the running back, but wouldn't have gone anywhere. But, a bit of a surprise. The Cardinals go down by 14, would have been 22 had it not been for a late touchdown with 30 seconds left. But the Cardinals dropped by 14 to the Vikings, who just got blown out the week prior by the Bengals. So a lot of people were fairly high on them, as Flacco misses his second pass of the game, back-to-back, pressure right in his face, drops 40 yards back and throws an incomplete pass. Just not the recipe for success, as Elliott's going to come out here to attempt this field goal. Kick is good.
Yeah, I think we have an injury down on the field.
Dallas Goedert is down on the field goal.
That's a big blow to this offense.
That's huge. But yeah, the one that I want to talk about is, without a doubt, that Vikings Cards game where I did not really watch the game. I missed a lot of it, but man, just absolutely nothing from Arizona is what I get. Like, you come out, you lose a heartbreaker to the Titans, and then you think you got a decently easy game against the Vikings. They just got blown out, and you come in and you put up a goose egg, basically. As Mostert around the edge gets nothing, maybe lost a couple. And got it.
Disappointing. People expected better out of the Cardinals, especially after they did do a trade with trading away Andy Isabella while acquiring Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers in a separate trade. So adding a playmaker like Juju, you'd expect a lot more out of this Cardinals team.
Yeah. As Lance drops back, plenty of time, throws it a little bit behind Ayuk, but I believe he did get first down yardage. Oh, they're going to mark him down. They're going to say inches. He didn't get the yardage. I think that's a pretty bad spot. But 3rd and inches now as Trey Lance hurries his men to the ball. Run play, Mostert close to the marker. Will they give it to him? No, they don't. 4th and inches. Philly defense stands tall, and the offense is going to stay on the field. Bit risky here, but on 4th and inches, you think you can't get an inch, you can't get nothing. Don't want to punt this ball back to the Philly offense. So they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and inches from their own 35. Maybe just try and draw them off sides.
And
man in motion. It's a run up the middle.
They don't
give.
Oh my.
He's short. You kind of gave that away, but oh my goodness, he's short. And now Philly with a very short field to work with. Oh, the one thing you can't have happen. Yep, pause. Tell me what time you're paused at for the play clock.
All right. Pause at 20.
And
just snapped at 21.
Now. All right. Well,
let's try the next play.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna pause at 35.
All right. 35.
All right, we're good now.
All right. Yeah, we should be good. As 5-yard pass there on 1st down.
What is the play clock read for you? Just to triple check.
Here, I'll tell you whenever it hits. All right. Well, once they come out and it hits 20 now.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right, we're linked up.
Yeah.
All right, so Flacco comes out in the gun.
Yeah, Gainwell in the backfield. Still yet to see Smitty's number called. And still not going to see it as Gainwell cuts this run back. And he's going to get first down yardage and a couple more. I believe that was a gain of 7. And a good first down. As Flacco gonna let this run to the 2-minute warning. So 14-10 the score here, 2-minute warning. Philly has the ball just outside the red zone. So 1st down. Got 2 tight ends on the field. Both wide receivers split out to the left. And they're going to give it to Miles Sanders up the middle. Maybe got a couple as...
injury timeout on the field as...
Mailata. I don't know what position he plays.
He plays
left tackle. I know he's
tackle.
on the offensive line. Oh, these are left. Yikes.
Yeah, and terribly enough, Mailata just re-signed to a new deal right before this game.
That's unfortunate. So he goes out. I believe a rookie or second-year man takes over as Flacco drops back. Rush coming. He's got it. Don't know what that was.
I have no idea what that was, but he hits. He hits the tight end, getting all the way up to the 1-yard line.
I don't know what that was that just popped up on the screen, but okay. 49ers got some cheats. That was him toggling on, I believe, as first and goal. Okay, before anyone takes that seriously, I was a fake. I was joking. First and goal from the 1. Miles Sanders in the backfield, but they're not going to give it to him. They're going to give it to Zach Ertz. Don't think that's legal, but he's in for a touchdown.
Ilata has a foot fracture, which I think will sideline him for
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
almost the rest of the season. But, yeah, yikes on that touchdown. I don't think that you have to have a fullback to run the fullback dive, and as we all know, Zach Ertz is not a fullback.
Yeah, it's negative on Zach Ertz being a fullback. I want to check their team and see if they have a fullback. Because remember, Goddard is hurt, so maybe that forced the fullback into tight end? I don't know. I do think that is a slightly BS rule because remember week 1, the Dallas Cowboys did have Zeke playing fullback, but I digress as Lance drops back, tries to force it deep. Should have been intercepted. That was the linebacker in coverage.
Tips off the hand of the linebacker.
Also, why is Gardner Minshew not starting? Minshew is their best overall quarterback over even Jalen Hurts.
You know, Brain, I think that is a question for the Philadelphia's coach. But, you know, he might just like Flacco.
I think he just does it for the throw power, but as no huddle offense here for San Francisco, they want to try and get some points up on the field, or up on the board, try and maybe tie this up. 3rd and 1 now, ball, 47 seconds and counting. Lance scrambles, nothing there. He's going to force it deep, and it's intercepted!
Intercepted! DJ Hayden!
And Philly might make this a 10-point swing. This could be, oh my God, this would be what? This would be 17.
Unanswered? Would it be 17? No.
It'd be 17 unanswered because it was 14-7.
It was.
They will have scored a touch.
Correct.
They will have scored a touch. Oh, sorry, my mix amp just fell on the ground. I got my cord caught on my chair. That's my fault. But they would have scored the touchdown, kicked back, gotten the stop, kicked a field goal, and now have gotten the interception. If nothing else, you can make this a 13-point swing. If not, even 17 as Miles Sanders makes a man miss, and just short of the first down marker as they're going to take the timeout. Should be just shy of field goal range at worst now. As they do not have a fullback on roster. So that was a very illegal play. If he was calling it out of suggestions, I think I'll give it a pass, but still ought to know better.
Yeah.
As Flacco drops back. Had the tight end, but forces it to Brown, who somehow makes the catch, and he's out of bounds at the 31.
Brown looked like he had to rip it out of the linebacker's hands right there.
That was a corner? I think that was a corner, was it?
Oh, if either way, he looks like that ball looked firmly in the defender's hands, and Brown ripped it out of there.
Just a lesson for all you young bucks out there. You got to firmly grasp it. As Flacco drops back, throws deep. He's got the tight end. Touchdown! It's a 17-point swing as Dallas Goedert gets behind the safety because San Francisco was still in the middle of making an adjustment mid-play. Why was he making an adjustment while on the safety?
You adjustment you mean by like trying to? Okay, I get what you mean. Never mind.
Whatever that was that keeps popping up, that's the second time that he's done it now.
Oh, for some reason I thought. Okay, for some reason I thought that was the Eagles doing that.
No, we're watching the 49ers.
Don't mind me.
But that just completely blew that. And then Dickerson is marked as a left guard? Okay. So Lance drops back, forces deep, almost intercepted again.
Tried to force it to Kittle. Honestly, if I'm the 49ers, I'm just
Kneel
taking
this
my knee to the
ball.
locker room.
Get out of this quarter. Get out of this half. Get out of
18
this
seconds
quarter. Like, you've just
without some
completely screwed the
miracle.
pooch in this quarter right now.
Oh my God,
He's
he
going
has
to force it
AB.
deep again. Oh. Well, that was not AB,
Yeah,
was it? That was
that was
AB.
AB. If he if he had a little bit extra time, he could have done an inside leverage pass. He could have leveraged it inside, and
Yeah.
AB would have caught that.
Okay, so it's something about whatever this L2 R2 thing is. That's what the Niners are saying that keeps popping up. As Lance drops back, tries to force it. He's got Ayuk.
No,
Not gonna get it. He's gonna get out of bounds, but he's not gonna get into touchdown range. More than likely gonna have to kick this 53-yard field goal. As Philly is going to try and ice Robbie Gould here. This to try and make it a 7-point game. Not sure who's gonna get the ball at half. Against the wind from 53. Kick is away. It's online. And looks good. It is
It's short.
no good!
No, it's short.
No good. It's short. And San Francisco will get nothing out of that. You got to think maybe with 5 seconds you run one play, you just get right up there, fall down, get a couple extra yards maybe. You have a timeout. But unfortunate turn of events as the 49ers get a terrible, terrible, terrible swing. And we're coming out of half now. Philly gets the ball up 10. Ay, 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 caramba. As Boston Scott will take this out to the 30.
Oh, what a...
So I want to figure out what that L2 R2 thing is that he's talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what on earth he is talking about.
Not quite sure, but now 24-14 as Flacco comes out trying to add on to this 10-point lead as they have now scored 17 unanswered. Flacco under center.
So, word from the 49ers head coach is saying that the L2 R2 thing is some sort of like guess play where by the way he's making it sound, it's like some sort of like adjustment presets in a sense. Like you L2 R2 and like it. That's the way he's making it sound.
But it
Oh, what the
happens
hell?
mid-game? It
Oh,
happens
wait, we're looking.
mid-play, though?
Yeah, wait. He just gave us a front row seat to see it for a few seconds.
I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's showing up mid-play. But you need to stop doing it. As I know you're trying to, like, strafe and sprint at the same time. It's not like that, as Philly's going to get out of bounds to the 38. Makes it 3rd and 2.
I have no idea what this whole I was looking at it says suggest run. I have no idea what any of that is.
I don't know. Maybe
Flacco
it's something to
comes
set
out
up
the gun.
coaching suggestions. But Flacco
Hands
in the
off
gun
to
on 3rd and
Sanders.
2. You're ahead. You somehow got
Almost.
ahead. Don't know. As
Almost
handoff
not
to
playing like
Sanders.
a
Sanders
35.
cuts up. Field, and he's across the 50 to the 48.
All right, let me know when you get to 35.
All right. It just hit 35. Sorry.
All right.
Just hit 30 for me now. I don't know how it got behind, but it got behind.
Okay, I think you're a little bit ahead. Second.
Yeah, I think I'm like a second or two ahead, which should be fine.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 48. Flacco under center. Gives off to Sanders on the stretch. Looks like he might have gotten about 5. Nope, they're going to give him 4.
4 on the run makes it a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. 2nd and 6 as we tick just shy of 8 minutes in the 3rd. San Francisco has let all the momentum go in Philly's direction, and all that because they were trying to dig themselves out of a hole that they weren't even in. As they give to Gainwell. Gainwell's got a big hole, and he's going to get 1st down yardage out past the 35 to the 33. And the Eagles are just making it look easy right now.
Yeah, they are slashing this 49ers defense.
As I believe we are also about to see the Giants and the football team kick off here within the next 30 minutes. Let me check on some other games. As give to Sanders up the middle. He's got one man to beat. Makes him miss, but Norman's right there. So Josh Norman makes the tackle as he gets inside the red zone to the 16 and another 1st down. Okay, so from the looks of it, looking at the game chat, I believe that the Vikings and Cardinals had some connection issues and were lagging throughout most of the game. So could possibly give the Cardinals an out for why they lost, but still not a game you want to lose. As Flacco off the bootleg, got Bosa in his face. Doesn't matter, throws a dime to Ward, and he's in for 6. That's now 23 unanswered, 24 if he hits the extra point. Make it 24. 24 unanswered for the Eagles. San Francisco has just really shot themselves in the foot. So kick is away and through the end zone as San Francisco is going to try and mount this comeback. Things definitely not looking too hot. Lance under center. 2 tight ends to the right. Play action. Looks like he's got a man. It's going to be, I believe that's, no, it's Deebo Samuel, who will not be able to make the man miss, but he's down to the 47. Also, we could be seeing the Ravens and the Chiefs kicking off here shortly as well. Nothing else. So trips left. Kittle split out somewhat wide to the right. Lance drops back. Plenty of time. Incomplete. Should have been intercepted. As whoever the hell that free safety has decided to just go, what's it called? Breakdance on his head.
Alright, sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties.
Nah, you're good, as they're going to hit Kittle just, I believe they're going to give him the red zone.
Yeah,
but
then just, goes out at the 20. I see that Philadelphia scored another touchdown.
Yeah, while you were gone, bootleg Flacco hits Ward into the end zone. So 24 unanswered as San Francisco trying to mount this comeback. Down
Lance in the gun.
17, I believe. Drops back to pass. Okay, don't know how that worked, but AB gets the first down into the inside the 10 to the 7.
Good throw by Lance, putting it where the only AB can get it.
Yeah. Was that a switch or was he covering the entire time? Because I didn't see. Whatever happened, it ended up the user hurt him more than it helped him. First and goal, give to Mostert. Great cutback. Just a great cutback. Mostert with a good run, and he's going to put 7 up on the board, make this a 10-point game. And extra point up and good. So San Francisco, a little bit of damage control there. Now you need your defense to step up. I don't think outside of the one field goal that you forced, you have actually stopped this offense yet. Although I don't know what happened in the first quarter. I missed a lot of it as Boston... Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Boston Scott bounces off a man and gets to 32. So the Philly offense comes back out onto the field, as I've been hating on Joe Flacco for most of the last 2 weeks. Here today, he's looking good. Been playing well, playing with poise, hasn't been missing a lot of throws. Very different from how he started week 1 out. As Flacco on the stretch, Miles Sanders, nothing there. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, sorry that I cut you off there.
Oh, you're fine.
So if I see any other games go up, I will do my best to give y'all updates from those as they happen. But right now, this is the only game live. As Flacco 5 wide, drops back on 2nd and 8. Got time. Just as I say that, he hasn't really missed a whole lot of throws. He overthrows down to Scottert. Would have been a tough throw. Had the DB, had a step on the DB, but still, that's one that Flacco needs to hit.
It was Fred Warner. It was Fred Warner that you.
It was Warner.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Warner in coverage. Okay.
Yeah, if he didn't put that perfectly though, Warner's one of those ball hawking linebackers. He would have snatched up and grabbed it.
Yeah, definitely a better one to overthrow than underthrow. Is oh my goodness, nobody around Dallas Goedert. He makes a man miss. Got one to beat. Not gonna beat him, but he's gonna get all the way to the 15.
Dallas Goedert is killing this San Francisco defense right now. Straight up the seam.
Yeah, you'd think that this defense would be like, hey, maybe we should cover the tight end? Nah. Not hardly, as into the red zone once again. 1st and 10 from the 15. Get a first down at the 5. And off to Sanders. Ooh. I thought he had the easiest touchdown of his life, but unfortunately someone, Zach Kerr, decided to untie his shoe. Hard to run with a blowout. Brought down after a gain of 4. As we tick just under 3 minutes, and we see the 49ers going to player lock for whatever reason. Flacco, the give to Gainwell, stuffed immediately. Maurice Hurst got the better of the rookie Landon Dickerson there, playing left guard. Don't believe he's played guard since maybe his time at Florida State. It's been a long time. And now
Flacco.
3rd and 6. Flacco drops back. Plenty of time. Not a great throw.
This is Miles Sanders, but now you have to settle for 3, and you're up 12.
And you make it a 13-point game with the field goal. As it is good. So with 2:05 left, Philly takes a 13-point lead. San Francisco, hey, bend, don't break. It's not what you wanted, but it's much better than giving up a touchdown.
I would love to see a San Francisco touchdown here, because that means we have a football game.
Yeah, I want to see another good game. As just want to point out the fact that First round pick Devontae Smith has still yet to see a ball thrown his way today. And even in week 1, he didn't have any targets. So
Not the way to develop your rookie receiver.
now as Lance forces it downfield, Antonio Brown not able to make the catch. Would have been a big play and one that he really needed to make. You don't trade for Antonio Brown for him to drop that kind of ball. But it will fall harmlessly to the ground and bring up 2nd and 10. But yeah, you got to get Smitty into the slot or play him at number 2 or something. Just anything to get him involved in this offense. As Mostert will get, I believe, 6, maybe 7. Yeah, they're going to give him 7 yards. 3rd and 3. Down 13, if you end up in inches again, do you go for it?
I think you do.
And just don't call a run up the middle?
Yeah, you just don't call a run up the middle.
Lance drops back. Got him. He's got Ayuk. He is going to find Ayuk. Looked like he threw that a little late. He was kind of wary of the user linebacker. I understand that, but like he's past him at that point. Throw it. Took him a while to finally see it. But will be a first down.
I was getting worried that he was going to cross into the other linebacker zone before he threw it.
Yeah. So first down, 10 yards to go. Lance drops back. Pressure in his face. Doesn't matter. He's going to fire a bullet into Kittle.
George Kittle gets it all the way up to the 28.
Yeah, I think even Tim Tebow could have made that throw, if I'm being honest. He was that open, but at the same time, like, you got, I believe that was Fletcher Cox running straight at you. That's scary, especially for a rookie. So good job of standing in there and delivering that throw. And give to Mostert. Cuts back to the left. Couldn't outrun him, but will get first down yardage, as that should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we're going to go to the 4th with San Francisco in the red zone, down 13. As barring a giant mistake, we should see a pretty exciting 4th quarter. As after this Philadelphia game, we may see a run of streams, because I believe that about like 4 or 5 games should be kicking off here soon. So getting a multicast on could definitely happen, as Trey Sermon gets it, makes one guy miss, close to the yardage. I think they might give him inches. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. They're going to move the chains. So Trey Sermon, if I'm not mistaken, that's who that was, on the first down run to get the first down and make it 1st and goal. As Lance comes out once again in the I formation. Kittle, the lone tight end. AB and Deebo Samuel, the wide receivers. And play action is the call. He's got Samuel in the corner for the touchdown.
Deebo managing to tap his toes.
Yeah, almost ran himself out of room. But really nobody covering the corner of the end zone. Big mistake. Just completely lost Deebo back there. So extra point up and good. That makes this a 6-point game. And if I'm Philly, if I score a touchdown here, I'm going for 2. Under any and all circumstances.
Oh, no doubt. I think you have to go to 2. I have to go for 2. Given how close now this game has become, you have to make sure you have that, at least that touchdown cushion, to where you can't get beat just off a touchdown in the PAT.
Yeah, most definitely. As Flacco turns around, hands it off to Sanders, as the Red Sea just parts for Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, that O-line just opened it straight up for him to run run right through.
It wasn't like there was a huge hole, but there was just a line that came out of nowhere. The Red Sea parts, and he waltzes for 15. Actually, I think he almost got 20. I think he got 19. As Flacco drops back. Throws it underneath to Goddard, who will run over Williams on his way to a gain of 5. So definitely seeing some good play thus far.
If you're Philly, are you starting to try and milk some clock?
A little bit, but you can't take your foot off the gas. You take your foot off the gas, especially only up 6. You try and milk the clock. You try and milk the clock. You end up punting it away, and it's just game over. Also, keep your eye one-on-one. Smitty being pressed. It looks like he's there. He's not going to go there. He's going to go to Miles Sanders, who was wide open as well. Ouchie.
Dallas Goedert looked massively wide open.
Yeah, but cover 1, they're playing the middle. I don't know. I didn't really see it. I was more keyed in on Smitty, and it looked like he had a step on Williams. Could have been a risky throw, but sometimes you just got to take the risk. So Flacco brings him in tight. 2 tight ends on the field. Ertz and Goddard. Miles Sanders in the backfield. As Flacco, play action. Brush coming, and he's going to take a sack.
Dayon Buchanan blitzing Flacco and sacking him for a loss of 9.
Yeah, one of the few things that can end up going wrong whenever the linebacker guesses run, comes through trying to stop the run and just ends up being a free rusher on the quarterback.
2nd and 19. You're Philly. You at least try and get back in field goal range.
Yeah, if you can put some points on the board, make this a 9-point game. Is it the best thing in the world? No, as looking for Ward. Ward will make a man miss! He's off to the races! He makes one more, and touchdown, but we have a flag down. Oh, we have a flag, and Smitty's called for a hold. He's called for a hold when he didn't need to. We'll still get the first down yardage and into the red zone, but that'll take 6 points off the board.
Maybe that's why Smitty hasn't gotten any targets.
I believe that's Greg Ward Jr. that made the play.
Greg Ward, you are so upset right now, especially after that hurdle move.
Yeah. As Miles Sanders stuffed by, I believe that was Fred Warner. Yep. Stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey right there. As 63, whoever that was, went right up to him and just decided not to even attempt to make a block. So 2nd and a long 10, Flacco under center. And they're going to give this to Miles Sanders. It's a few back, maybe a gain of 3. As it's going to be 3rd and 8. Not a huge fan of that. Like, again, they're pressing Smitty and just kind of daring him to try and throw the 50-50 ball his way. I'd personally take it. That's Devontae Smith over there. But regardless, now 3rd and 8. Flacco drops back. Plenty of time to the end zone, incomplete.
Oh, Flacco. Man had nobody 5 yards.
He was looking for Greg Ward, and he just overthrew him. Now they will have to settle for their 3, so a 9-point game with 5:45 left. As Tate will bounce off a man, but not before still getting tackled about where he would have been tackled beforehand anyway.
Would like to note, odd choice of kick returner.
Yeah.
Tate, given his old age, you'd think guess they still think he has those that agility that he once showed back in his youth.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand it. You don't want to lose one of your bigger names.
Yeah.
Lance, play action, the call. Looking over the middle, deep, incomplete. That was intended for Ayuk. Honestly, it was never really there.
Yeah, if he would have just if he would have looked over a little bit to his right, he would have saw that the circle receiver was coming wide open on the sideline.
My leg's bleeding. That's nice.
We need a medic in the booth.
Yeah. So Lance in the gun on 2nd and 10. Still a 2-possession game, so need some big plays here as they're just going to dump this off to Ayuk, who gets maybe 7. Looked like Kittle was about to come open if he had been a little bit more patient. Third and 3. Lance drops back. Again, had Kittle if he just gives it another second. But we'll dump it off for the first down yardage anyway.
Yeah, I think the rookie was just trying to look to move the sticks.
Yeah. Yeah, Kittle in that corner route was going to be open if he gave it a chance. And this looks like classic cover 6. Could really look at Kittle deep. Kittle deep.
Here.
Nope. He's not going to throw it. Safety was kind of there in the vicinity. Would have had to lead it out to the right and just hope that it's a right shoulder throw.
I would like to point out that I'm pretty sure Kittle would have gotten open right there if the linebacker didn't bump him a little bit to the left.
Yes.
Making it cross into the safety zone.
Yeah, a little physical play there.
But
I think
hey,
it's clean.
It's end of the game. It's end of the game. Football, you let the players play.
Yep, as Lance drops back, throws a dying duck to Ayuk, who will get the first down. Definitely not the prettiest pass in the world, but it'll get the job done. As keep an eye on Deebo Samuel on the far right, one-on-one. Nope, he's not going to be open. He's got the running back. Mostert, he's got plenty of room. Got to make a couple guys miss. Won't do it, but he will get inside the 40.
What a throw by Trey Lance. Cross the body.
Yeah, on the run, man chasing him down, and he's able to get it off. It wasn't really cross-body. He did have the room to lead him. But still, good job of avoiding the rush and getting it off to your dump-off. As Lance again on the run, got a man. Gonna throw it deep.
Wide open.
Incomplete.
Inaccurate. Oh, Antonio Brown.
It looked like he told AB to run up field instead of just staying put. He wanted the 6, and it forced him right into the defense.
AB, that's a mistake you're not expecting Antonio Brown to make at all.
Yeah, you should have told AB to sit rather than anything else. But deep ball again, this time to Deebo, and Deebo will get inside the red zone to the 17 as hurry-up offense here inside 3 minutes. Still down 9. You need 2 touchdowns as they will run it with Mostert, and stuffed. Number 97, who is that? That's Hargrave. Is that Javon Hargrave? I'm not sure. I don't know, but big tackle for loss there as they're going to lose a yard, make it 2nd and 11. You have to score before the 2-minute warning, and you have to kick before the 2-minute warning. As play's not there, got the running back underneath. Short.
And
he's short, and that's going to take us to the... he's going to get this off before 2-minute, but he's not going to get anything else before 2-minute. So unfortunate turn of events, going to have to use your timeouts on defense rather than having the 2-minute warning for one of them. But 9 points in 2 minutes. Ball on the 1-yard line. In the gun. Mostert in the backfield. This one's for all the marbles right here. RPO call. Stuffed. The pass might have been there. It looked like he had committed so much to the run. But it was
Trey Lance,
stuff
no
before
huddle.
anything. Yeah, Lance coming out quick. Dumps it off to the running back, who once again will actually lose more time, a yard, and they're going to have to waste a timeout.
Here.
I don't even care about the injury. I care about the fact that they had to waste a timeout because AB got hurt.
Do we not care about the injury to their #1 receiver?
I care about the injury to AB. I don't think it's as big of a problem. The thing is, I think that it's a bigger issue that you lose your timeout rather than it's a bigger issue that AB's down hurt.
All right. After
third down, Lance takes off and he's snacked.
Takes off and he gets tackled by Brandon Graham. Good
So,
play by Brandon Graham to get off the tackle and stop Trey Lance's potential touchdown run.
So apparently AB was met by Vontez Burfict somewhere in the end zone. I didn't realize that Philadelphia had signed him, so he's going to go out with a concussion, actually a bruised sternum, but honestly, having to kick this field goal with 1:13 and only 2 timeouts, unless you get the onside, you're kind of unless you get the onside, it's kind of over.
Yeah, because I mean, you won't be able to dwindle this clock down all the way, but you'll get it pretty damn close.
So Gould goes for the onside. It goes straight to Brown. He fumbles! Oh, Philly go get it. But he took a huge shot. That was close.
The whole city of Philadelphia just held their breath. Gainwell, the hero of the game. Wow.
Yeah, that was a huge shot, but I just want to point out the fact that you get down to the red zone, you get there, you get to almost the 1-yard line. Do you think at that point, once you hit the 2-minute warning, as Booth Review is going to overturn the fumble anyway, but regardless, you get down there, the 2-minute warning hits, the first down play doesn't hit. Do you think about maybe just going ahead and taking your 3?
In saving time?
To try and save time? I mean, it's a 2-possession game anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see maybe doing that, but kind of, I don't know, it just, he had faith in his rookie quarterback to in his offense to make the play. And I'm going to respect Kyle Shanahan's decision.
Well, all right. Especially after... Ooh. Good stop there, and Nick Bosa will go down hurt, so they're going to have to waste. So they used their second timeout, which they would have used anyway, but now you lose Bosa. So 3rd and 6, 1:03. So barring a Philly injury, which at this point I would just take the knee to punt it away and not run the risk of getting someone hurt. Because if you have an injury, you're basically giving them free time. So Sanders goes down.
And another injury from San Francisco.
So we will see an injury timeout with a 10-second runoff. There's 49 seconds left on the clock.
Are we getting a case of the San Francisco 49 IRs? A repeat of this 2020 season?
So because of that, the 10-second runoff happens, but the clock doesn't run. So maybe a bit of conspiracy here, as a terrible punt will go into the end zone. So 44 seconds, no time on the clock, as a PCL strain. Oof, ouch.
PCL strain for who?
I believe that might have been Bosa.
Oh, that's I'm sure that's not a long term.
I'm not entirely certain, but you have to have a touchdown. You've got 44 seconds, no timeouts, and you've got to go 80 yards down the field.
Let's see if Trey Lance has that it factor.
Lance drops back. Drop triangle. He's going to force it instead. Should have been intercepted.
Almost intercepted by, I think that's Anthony Harris.
Yeah. It looked like he had whoever triangle is up the middle
Yeah.
would have been a touchdown. Instead, he kind of keyed in on the crosser rather than looking at the other verts. Just an unfortunate turn of events, but it happens. So now 5 wide, 2nd and 10, 38 seconds left. If San Francisco wins this, I'm going to go crazy.
Oh, I think we both will go crazy. Trey Lance
drops back. Quick pass. Brought down inbounds, though.
I don't know. I don't know if you throw the pass that fast if you're San Francisco.
He's got Kittle. Gotta get up and spike it. You've got to get up and spike it. They're gonna try and run a play. No.
No.
Philly called a timeout.
Philadelphia, what? What is Philly doing?
Philly calls a timeout. The game was gonna end.
We might have to get Philadelphia. We might have to do an internal investigation for tampering. What is this?
Philly calls the timeout. Lance has a shot at the end zone. He's got to avoid the rush.
Lance.
He gets it away.
Running around, hauls it to the
and it's incomplete. A wild finish, but why?
Why, Philadelphia?
Why do you call the timeout? The game was ending. Why? What is the point of calling the timeout? You just gifted them a free throw for no reason. And
as we take the Twitter, all of Twitter is also ribbing on Philadelphia, saying that Philadelphia's head coach has 0 IQ.
The thing is, a lot of also Twitter is saying that Madden's runoff was BS. No, if you get up and you spike it, you get to throw the thing down immediately. If you try to run the play, it takes forever for everyone to get set. So get up, spike the ball, and you have the 1 second without him kicking it or calling the timeout. But still, why do you call a timeout there? What's the point? The world may never know, but a very stupid timeout leads to an almost Hail Mary as the Eagles and the Niners finish with the Eagles on top 37-31. Any takeaways from this game going forward?
That the Eagles look to be at the top of their division in terms of how their team's playing. And 49ers, even though after coming off a loss, still showed that they are a good team not to be taken lightly. And I know we saw a couple offensive mistakes on 49er side, but you know, it just comes with time.
Yeah. So with that being said, that's going to go ahead and call it for game 1 of a 2-game game of the week. The other one should be happening sometime tomorrow. I most likely will not be calling that game. That should be good old Mr. Kingle running that one. But could be getting a multicast later tonight depending on when the games kick off. So stay tuned to RZSN for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.